Hey, what's up, Unbroken Nation? It's been a while since I've done a solo episode update just about what is kind of happening here at Think Unbroken, and I wanted to take a few minutes to do that in today's episode. You probably have noticed that we have done a lot of compilation episodes over the course of the last month. I have been traveling very extensively, and I will continue to be traveling extensively for most of the next month and a half or so. But I'm going to still do my best to make sure that as a team and as a company, we continue to fulfill our promise of putting out a new episode every single day. And so one of the things I actually really love compilation episodes because we can hear a lot of different voices about a singular topic. I very likely am going to move myself back into doing more solo episodes as we go. But I'm also contemplating shifting gears and kind of moving my solo episodes to its own show, and then having Think Unbroken just be with guests. So I don't know, we're kind of weighing it right now. I would love your feedback on that actually. So if you have thoughts, if you would like to see solo episodes separate of this, or if you think that you like the way it is set up now, where it's me and guests and we kind of vary day to day, do me a favor, email me, michael@thinkunbrokenpodcast.com. I would just love to know your point of view and your thoughts on it. And as with anything that anyone ever emails me, I will personally write you back. So if you have thoughts about that, it's michael@thinkunbrokenpodcast.com. Hey, what's up, Unbroken Nation? Just want to take a moment and invite you to be my guest at Think Unbroken Conference this November. That's right. Think Unbroken is hosting our Unbroken Con for free. It's 5 days of trauma transformation information with myself, special guests, and even some of the leading experts in trauma education from around the world. For 5 days, we're going to jump into what it means to actually take the steps to be unbroken. All you have to do is register for free at unbrokencon.com. That's unbrokencon.com. That's right. 5 days of trauma transformation information with me, special guests, and some of the world's leading trauma trained experts for free for 5 days this November. More details to come. But in the meantime, go to unbrokencon.com to register, and I'll see you there. Now, as a side note, a couple of the big projects that I've been working on, one is rewriting Unbroken Man. I mentioned this a couple of weeks ago, or it might have been a couple of months ago now, that I wanted to rewrite Unbroken Man, not entirely, but in some spaces, because I wanted to get a little bit more deeper and intimate into my story and my journey in different areas. So that book is delayed. And I thought about this a lot. It would have been very easy for me to just release the book, but I really felt like if I didn't go deeper, I'd be doing a disservice, not only to myself, but to all of the men who would read that book. And so I know a lot of you guys have pre-ordered it. If you have questions about that pre-order, please reach out to me. If you do not, just be patient. I promise you it will be worth the wait. It'll be, in my opinion, the best book that I've written. I think it is already better than Think Unbroken. I think it's better than 8 Steps. But I wanted to go into a depth that I've never gone, even on the podcast. So that's exciting. That's coming. I would like to put it out before the end of the year, but ultimately I don't want to sacrifice what I believe that it is and can be for the sake of just releasing it. So bear with me, please. Other than that, I want to tell you, I am putting together and organizing the very first Think Unbroken conference, which we are calling Unbroken Con. You'll probably hear some ads about that in the podcast, where I am putting together a 5-day transformational online conference for trauma survivors worldwide to come together to learn the tools, the trainings from myself, guest experts, and some of the leading researchers in trauma from around the world. And so if you are interested in learning more about that, this is all the detail I'm going to give you right now. You can actually pre-register and check out the website at unbrokencon.com. That's UNBROKEN con.com. I just spell it out in my head. I was like, wait, did I spell that right? So unbrokencon.com. I wanted to, I think about this a lot, my mission to end generational trauma in my lifetime. And I keep thinking to myself, like, what does that really mean? What does that really mean? What does that really mean? And it's really about empowering people at scale. As you may know, I coach many people one-on-one. We have some smaller group coaching programs, online group coaching programs. We have Unbroken Academy. A lot of things are happening in the company right now, but I really wanted to bring together a lot of the experts and the people that I've learned from, lead it as a conference, and bring in people from around the world just to bear witness for free. And now, of course, there's always something, right? I'm going to make you an offer I'm going to say, hey, if you want to go to the next level, here's this thing. But the framework and the baseline is very simple. It's about, I recognize and understand that coming together in a communal capacity is one of the biggest things that has helped me in my journey. Hey, Unbroken Nation, we'll be right back to the show, but I wanted to let you know that you can grab a copy of my first book, Think Unbroken, Understanding and Overcoming Childhood Trauma, for free. If you go to book.thinkunbroken.com, you can download the PDF ebook version of the book and get everything that I know about the baseline of healing trauma for free, downloaded to your email right now. Just go to book.thinkunbroken.com to download your copy of Think Unbroken, Understanding and Overcoming Childhood Trauma for a PDF for your phone. Again, that is book.thinkunbroken.com. And so we'll be releasing more information about that as we get closer. Like, realistically, this will probably be the second week of November. So the date is not locked in, but we're doing special stuff for people who get registered early. And it's free. Now, part of the reason that it's not locked in is I'm actually contemplating doing an in-person event and bringing those who are willing and want to come into a live space with me and some of the speakers. So working out the details on that kind of stuff is definitely going to cost money. We have to rent the space. We have to hire a team. We have to have camera equipment, all that stuff, blah, 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 blah. So we'll get more into that later. Right now, it's definitely going to be virtual. Could it be both? Probably, but I don't know yet. So if you just go to unbrokencon.com, you can find out more about what we're doing and go ahead and pre-register. Other than that, I've been spending a lot of time researching and trying to create a lot of content about what I see the future looking like for the company. Just today, I actually interviewed Gabor Mate. If you are not familiar with him, I highly recommend that you go and research his work. He is easily one of the top 3 leading trauma experts on planet Earth. And so it was an absolute honor to spend some time with him today and to not only have a lot of the teachings of Think Unbroken, what I'm doing here, reinforced, but also to come away with some new ideas and some thinking about reiterating and what it means to actually like push and grow and change and heal and have community and the foundations of abuse and trauma, where that comes from. So, there'll be more. There's more to come on that. There's more amazing speakers and guests coming to the show. But I just want to take a few minutes, touch base with you, let you guys know where I am. I know it's been a while since I did a solo show. If you happen to be at Summit of Greatness, I will be there. If you're going to be at Funnel Hacking Live, I will be there. If you happen to be and a couple other places, which I'm not let me get them locked in first before I tell you. But, if you are at the places I've named, hit me up. I'd love to connect with you. I love, love, love meeting you guys in person. And if you are not in Think Unbroken Academy, you need to come over to thinkunbrokenacademy.com and join the community. There's hundreds of people in there. We're coming together to change our lives, to change the world. And I'm going to be going live in there very, very frequently over the coming days and weeks. So that said, just a little touch base with you guys. I hope that you're doing well. Thank you for all the listening. Thank you for the support and sharing and tagging me on social. Thank you for leaving the reviews for the podcast. I mean, that's so incredibly meaningful. And thank you for being a part of the Unbroken Nation. We are, I think about this. We're a few years into this journey and there's so much more to come. And I believe fully and entirely that we all have the ability to grow, change, heal, to get unstuck, learn to love ourselves, and ultimately to be unbroken. And my hope and my belief is that every single day that you listen to this show, that you consume this content, you read the books, you're in the community, that is happening for you at a faster clip and pace than people who are trying to do it on their own. Because trust me when I say it, I tried to do it on my own. That shit does not work. But I appreciate you nonetheless for being here. And until next time, my friends, be unbroken. I'll see ya. We'll be right back to the show, my friend, but I wanted to let you know about our brand new podcast community for Think Unbroken podcast. I know that for so many trauma survivors like myself, for the longest time, I felt alone, like nobody got it, nobody understood, and that I was just going to have to figure this out on my own. But that's not true. And the reason why we created our brand new Think Unbroken Academy podcast community is so that we can bring all the members of the Unbroken Nation together in a place where we can learn, grow, heal, change, and transform our trauma into triumph. I would love to have you come and be a part of the brand new community. Just check out thinkunbrokenacademy.com or click the link in the podcast description. And I cannot wait to see you there, my friend. Again, just head over to thinkunbrokenacademy.com. And until then, be unbroken. Thank you so much for listening to Think Unbroken. Please share this episode with someone who could use it and help us move forward in our mission of ending generational trauma in our lifetime. And if you would, please take 5 seconds to pop on iTunes or Spotify, hit that 5-star, leave a review, and you can also reach out to us on social at Michael Unbroken or at Think Unbroken. And of course, you can check out our YouTube channel at Think Unbroken. Thank you for being a part of Unbroken Nation, my friends, and until next time, be unbroken.